Hi geeks and collectors, and today we'll be taking a look at Megahouse's Portrait of Pirates, Luffy Gear, Snakeman. First up is the art box. Right on the go, you can see that the box displays the exact photo of the figure, like with most POP figures. You can also see the toy sticker on the box. Believe it or not, this is one of the indicators if you want to check if your figure is legit. On the top left, you can see the figure series, which in this case is the Excellent Model series. On the lower left, you can see the face in the anime where the figure was taken, like in this case, Sailing Again. This is the face after the time lapse in the series. Anyway, going back to the figure. You can see that One Piece is celebrating its 15th anniversary as indicated in the box. This anime has been in the air for a long time, but I just started it last 2008. Okay, going back to the box. I love the silver lining on the box. You can see how it shines when the light hits it. The box is just any other box by Megahouse. They all have the same type of material. So if you buy an anime figure by Megahouse, expect it to be the same as this one. The box stands at around 33 cm in height, 30 in depth, and 26 cm in width. Inside, you can see the photo of the figure again in a blue color grade. The figure is being secured inside the box by a plastic clamshell. The figure itself is covered with a white plastic and a small bubble wrap. The figure is also protected from scratch by a cushion placed inside the plastic clamshell. Enough with the box, and now let's dive into the figure. Before we begin, spoiler alert geeks. So if you don't want to be spoiled, just come back when you are already caught up with the anime. You're still here? Then let's continue. The figure depicts Luffy as he powers up to Gear 4 Snakeman. This is a second form of this gear. The first form is the Bounceman, which he used when he was fighting Don Flamingo on the Dressrosa arc. Snakeman Gear 4 was first introduced when he fought Charlotte Katakuri on the Whole Cake Island arc. It is not mentioning that the figure is a maximum version, which means the character will be on his finishing move in a more dynamic pose. This version should not be confused with the mass version, which only shows the character's ability. Mass means motion ability statue. Luffy stands at around 27 cm in height including the smoke effect, 24.5 cm width from the snake knuckles up to the smoke at the base, and 14 cm in depth from the knuckles up to the end tail smoke. Next is a paint job. No complaints from me about the paint job. From the color shading of the hands, you can clearly see the haki ability being portrayed. The lines on each detail of the figure is crisp, and I cannot see any flaws like bleeding. I commend the attention to details with regards to the shading of the smoke, the transition from white to blue on the top, with a hint of purple and red on the parts near the haki. You can also see slight color changes, from black to gray on the hair. Next is the sculpt. How can you make a simple anime figure stand out? Well, this sculpt is showing you how. You can see the details well on this figure, from the missing tooth on Luffy, to the hair strands and muscles, to the stretch on his neck as he's flexing, and even the shirt he's wearing is well sculpted. Portrait? What can I say? The artist really nailed the portrait of Luffy, being intense as shown in the anime. Engineering. This is probably where I nitpick a little. Though engineering on the figure was done well, you can see Luffy sitting on the smoke effect as if he was floating, and that's smart engineering. The figure can also be easily displayed since this base is not that huge. The only gripe that I have with the figure is the obvious seam lines on the smoke, but other than that, the figure is awesome. Do I recommend the figure? If you're a fan of the anime, I think this figure is a must-have in your collection. I can see the growth in quality since the first pop until today. So geeks, what are your thoughts about the figure? Is it a cup or a drop? Comment below and let me know. Also, don't forget to like and share. It would be a great help for us to grow the channel. Again geeks, thank you and you're awesome.